Welcome back. Judges chapter 13. This is the beginning of the story of Samson. So this is going to be the final judge we see in the book of Judges. He's going to span over 4 chapters. So join us on this ride. But that being said, one, if you'd like to follow along with your own Bible, because different Bible versions say different things. Important to know that. But we also are human. We can mess up. We could say something wrong. So follow along, just to be sure. 2, if you'd like to follow the notes we have, that will be linked down in the description. 3, if we miss anything, leave it down in the comments below. It's a place to be, place for information. So follow along with that and leave something down below. We will try to read it. And 4, I'm going to go ahead and apologize for the names because I'm known to mispronounce them. But that being said, we'll start off in Judges 13, verse 1. All right, and the children of Israel did evil again in the sight of the Lord, and the Lord delivered them in the hands of the Philistines 40 years. All right. Again, we've seen this cycle over and over and over and over again up to this point. If you're following along,
now.
Yeah, but it's just repeated. So the cycle repeats again, and Israel is given over to the Philistines for 40 years. So that's a big time. Samson's time as a judge will happen within these 40 years. Again, we're going to kind of see how the dates. Some people have different opinions about them, but just know in these 40 years is when Samson's judging. We're going to see why here later. But that being said, verse 2. And there was a certain man of Zorah, of the family of the Danites, whose name was Mahano, and his wife was barren and bare not. I definitely butchered that. Go ahead and say it.
Definitely not Mahano.
Mahano. Really? Mahano.
Manoah?
Manoah. Mahano, Manoah.
That's an N, not an H, buddy.
It is Manoah.
I know you're dyslexic.
Close enough. Manoah. We'll try that. So this is Samson's father, and he's from the tribe of Dan, which is what it means by the family of the Danites. He comes from the town of Zorah, which was close to the city of Judah in the territory of Dan. So, again, that just in that region, you can look up an Israel map at the time. They're all in that area. And his wife being barren means she was unable to have kids, so she does not have one already. So right now they have no children, no lineage.
Like Sarah with
Yes.
Abraham's wife.
Yeah, so no kids, and they can't have, as of right now, they cannot have kids. That's what barren means, is she's unable to have kids.
Okay, verse 3, and the angel of the Lord appeared unto the woman, and said to her, Behold now, thou art barren, and bearest not, but thou shalt conceive and bear a son. So the angel of the Lord, a lot of people think he's a pre-incarnate Christ, or God in the flesh, appears again and tells the woman that she will have a child despite being barren. Again, you'll see later in the chapter why people think that it's a pre-incarnate or God in the flesh. Verse 4, Now therefore beware, I pray thee, and drink not wine, nor strong drink, and eat not any unclean thing. So the angel is telling her not to drink wine or strong drink, which would be like alcohol, like what you would think of when you say strong drink. Or any unclean food. Again, you can look in the law for unclean stuff.
Leviticus, specifically, there's a chapter about that.
So basically, he wants her to do right by the child, basically. Verse 5, For lo, thou shalt conceive and bear a son, and no razor shall come on his head, for the child shall be a Nazarite unto God from the womb, and he shall begin to deliver Israel out of the hand of the Philistines. So, okay, this child will not have his hair cut, and he'll have the honor of being a Nazarite for God as soon as he is born. So, a Nazarite is someone who separates themselves unto God. There's a vow in Numbers chapter 6.
Yes, so the entire chapter, number 6, is the Nazarite vow. We're just going to read verses 2 through 5 because that's specifically what is basically stated here.
Yeah.
And there it says, number 6, chapter 6, verse 2. It says, Speak unto the children of Israel, and say to them, When either man or woman shall separate themselves to a vow of a Nazarite, to separate themselves unto the Lord. So while you're doing this, what the Nazarite vow is about, separating yourself to God, he shall separate himself from wine and strong drink, and shall drink no vinegar of wine, or vinegar of strong drink, neither shall he drink any liquor of grapes, nor eat moist grapes or dried. All the days of his separation shall he eat nothing that is made of the vine tree, from the kernels even to the husk. So again, showing how it's temporary most of the time. Verse 5, all the days of the vow of his separation, there shall no razor come upon his head until the days be fulfilled, in the which he separated himself unto the Lord. He shall be holy, and shall let the locks of his head grow. So, again, usually it's temporary. We're going to see in Samson's case, it's for his whole life.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Usually the people who take this vow, they tend to stand out,
yes,
right? And that's kind of the whole point. Verse 6, then the woman came and told her husband, saying, a man of God came unto me, and his countenance was like the countenance of an angel of God, very terrible, but I asked him not whence he was, neither told he me his name.
Before we move on, in verse 5, begin to deliver.
Sorry.
That's all good. In verse 5, where it says begin to deliver, that's showing how Samson would only begin the deliverance and not fully defeat the Philistines. We're going to see at the end of, spoiler alert, Samson's going to
He kills
die.
a bunch of them.
Yes, he's going to die. And in that case, he was not there to fully deliver them. So he's just starting this, and he didn't fully do it. But that's because of his actions, not because of what God had made him do. This was Samson's outcome. God just knew what was going to happen. So he's saying, hey, you're going to begin to deliver them. You're going to start this reaction.
So verse 6 there, Manoah's wife comes and tells him that a man of God who looked like an angel of God talked to her, and she was in such awe and recognition that she recognized there was something supernatural about the guy. And she was so enamored, I guess, with him that she didn't even ask him any questions for like where he's from, where he came from,
Like
or
who are you?
his name or anything. When it says very terrible there, it's not in the sense like, oh, it's like awful or bad.
Yes.
It's more like great.
Yes.
Like what we would think.
Yeah.
Like the word dinosaur, it means terrible lizard. Well, the terrible there, it means like great, big, awesome. I think is a more modern word we would use. Verse 7, but he said unto me, behold, thou shalt conceive and bear a son, and now drink no wine nor strong drink, neither eat any unclean thing, for the child shall be a Nazarite to God from the womb to the day of his death. So the wife tells, she repeats what the angel of the Lord told her to do, and that the child will be a Nazarite from his birth to his death, and the rules that go with that. So he was to be a Nazarite.
Yes.
You will see one of the only things that he keeps is that he doesn't cut his hair.
Yeah, there's a lot more to that whole chapter of Numbers, chapter 6, is about that. He didn't follow that fully. It's again spoiler
not
alert,
perfect,
but that's just what happened. Continue on verse 8. Then Manoah entreated the Lord and said, O my Lord, let the man of God which thou didst see or did sin come again unto us, and teach us what we shall do unto the child that should be born. So Manoah prays. He's talking to God here. He said, for the man that appeared to his wife to appear again and teach them how they shall raise a child. So that's what entreat means, to plead or pray earnestly about. So he's like, essentially like, God, please tell us more. Send this guy again to kind of elaborate, explain a little bit more. Verse 9. And God hearkened to the voice of Manoah, and the angel of God came again to the woman as she sat in the field, but Manoah, her husband, was not with her. So God answers the prayer. He sends it back to his wife, which kind of makes sense because the wife would recognize who it was again. So he sent to, that way he didn't just be like, who are you? But appears unto his wife again while she's in the field. And Manoah was not with her right at this moment when it happened. Verse 10. And the woman made haste and ran and shewed her husband and said unto him, behold, the man hath appeared unto me that came to me the other day. So wife runs back, Manoah getting her husband, saying, hey, angel, he's back. Let's go talk to him. Verse 11. And Manoah arose and went after his wife and came to the man and said unto him, art thou the man that spakest unto the woman? And he said, I am. So Manoah meets the angel and asks if he's truly the same person that spoke to his wife, and the angel responds, yes, I am. Verse 12, Manoah said, now let thy words come to pass. How shall we order the child? How shall we do unto him? So Manoah asked, how we would word in this monthly would be like, how should this child live? And what is his mission? So why are we having this special child? What's so special about him? What's he supposed to do? How can we assist in this? How can we raise him to this? So he's getting the details. He's trying to figure out what his part in this display. That's that's something we should all do.
Plus something to think about. He's never raised a kid before.
Yeah, so. Exactly. So he's like, okay, and not only that, it's a special kid.
Yeah. What am I supposed to do?
Yeah, an angel, the angel of God comes, and says, hey, this is how you're supposed to, do it. So it's like, whoa. So he's taking it pretty serious. Which again, with all our roles, our purposes, we should do this as well. Lord, what do you want me to do? And seek it out. Verse 13. And the angel of the Lord said unto Manoah, of all that I said unto the woman, let her beware. So, angel is basically like, hey, I already told you, just follow what I told your wife. Follow. He's being consistent with what he's saying here. Verse 14, she may not eat of anything that cometh out of the vine, neither let her drink wine or strong drink, nor eat anything unclean thing. All that I commanded her, let her observe. So, again, restating what he said earlier, but focusing on what the mother is to do, because a child is not yet there. So he's just saying, hey, as of right now, this is what you need to focus on. Make sure she doesn't do any of this. Set aside, focus on God, focus on this. So, again, just showing how God is, there's no new gospel, so God is consistent all the way through. His message, his word is consistent all the way through. There is no such thing as a new gospel. I think that's a good example of how he layered the same thing over and over again. A little bit of different details, I guess you could say. Not really, though. Same theme. There's nothing new.
Well, that's how you learn by repetition,
yes.
Right? So. Verse 15, and Manoah said unto the angel of the Lord, I pray thee, let us detain thee until we shall have made ready a kid for thee. So here, what Manoah means by detain, which means, hey, let us, stay with us long enough so we can go prepare a meal for you, basically. As an act of hospitality for delivering the news.
And that kid is not a human kid.
No, it's a goat.
It's a baby goat, yes. So.
Yeah, that's what kids are called.
Yes.
That's what baby goats are called, as kids.
Yeah.
Think of that next time you look at your children. The little baby goat. Anyway. Verse 16, and the angel of the Lord said unto Manoah, though thou detain me, I will not eat of thy bread, and if thou wilt offer a burnt offering, thou must offer it unto the Lord, for Manoah knew not that he was an angel of the Lord. So, Manoah doesn't quite yet realize that this is actually an angel of the Lord. He's not a man. The angel tells him he'll stay, but he's not going to eat because he's an angel. They don't eat or need any of our food. And if he wants to offer a burnt offering, he should offer it to God.
Yes.
So, verse.
This doesn't mean that. Again, there's different opinions on that. It doesn't mean that he's renouncing that he's not God. The angel. This could be God in the flesh, Jesus. There's different names for it. He's not renouncing that. He's just stating, hey, same thing with Jesus. A rich guy came up to him and was like, what must I do, a good master, to get in heaven? He's like, no one's good but God. He wasn't denying divinity. He was just claiming that, hey, if you think I'm a regular dude, then don't call me something that you would call God. Yep. Now, if you think I'm God, then call me God. I mean, Thomas did it. Anyway, that's a rabbit hole. But
Verse 17, and Manoah said unto the angel of the Lord, what is thy name? That when thy sayings come to pass, we may do thee honor. So Manoah is asking the angel's name so that they can honor that angel later on when the child's born. And the angel of the Lord said unto him, why askest thou thus after my name, seeing it is secret? So the angel asks, why do you want my name?
Yeah,
seeing it's secret. The word secret there could mean wonderful and incomprehensible, alluding him to being divine. God is also called wonderful in Isaiah 9:6.
Yes. And there it says, for unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given, and the government shall be upon his shoulders, and his name shall be called Wonderful, Counselor, the Mighty God, the Everlasting Father, the Prince of Peace. So kind of establishing that this is titles for God. And again, that's where translation, we don't understand the fullness of Hebrew or Greek to the fullness of its ability. It's got watered down over, especially English has gotten watered
I
down.
don't speak it.
Yeah. So it has like another layer of meaning there,
But
which means
some people think this is a God in the flesh because God doesn't have a name, because he's so awesome and
yes, you can't contain it to just
because language can't describe him, right? So it would be kind of foolish to ask him his name because there's no name you could give him that would give him justice. Although he has several names, but again, several names, not just one name. Verse 19, so Manoah took a kid with a meat offering and offered it upon a rock unto the Lord, and the angel did wondrously, and Manoah and his wife looked on. So Manoah takes a goat and prepares it for a meat offering and sacrifices it to the Lord, and the angel does something wondrously, something miraculous, something like that, showing that he's indeed an angel. We don't know exactly what he did, but he did something. That was pretty cool, whatever it was. Verse 20, for it came to pass when the flame... Oh, it speaks to explain. Yes. For it came to pass when the flame went up toward heaven from off the altar, that the angel of the Lord ascended in the flame of the altar, and Manoah and his wife looked on it and fell on their faces to the ground. So, the angel, when the flame grew tall, the angel went into the flame and ascended into heaven with the flame. So that would be something.
Yeah, something like.
So they're obviously Manoah and his wife in awe, and they fall on their face to the ground. Probably a little bit of awe and fear in there.
Yeah, definitely.
I wouldn't know what's going on.
Yeah, so this is super supernatural. It's not something you just see on a casual Friday.
Yeah, you don't see that.
It's like the guy just walked into a flame, disappeared.
Yeah, went.
Yep.
But the angel, verse 21, but the angel of the Lord did no more appear to Manoah and his wife. Then Manoah knew that he was an angel of the Lord. So after this, the angel then told him again. Probably wasn't necessary. He did deliver the message. From witnessing this, Manoah understood that this was an angel of the Lord, not just some dude. He understands that he has seen a supernatural event, as one would.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to like some of the miracles Jesus performed, like the guy that was lowered in the house and he couldn't walk, and then Jesus told him to rise up, and the people were like,
all his buddies do.
Yeah, like
that
what just happened? So supernatural stuff, when it happens, there's something that's like, this is impossible unless through God.
Verse 22, and Manoah said unto his wife, we shall surely die because we have seen God. Manoah, realizing who he had just seen, says that they will both die because they have seen God. This belief comes from Exodus 33:20. Again, there's no really need to be adamant about if it was or it wasn't, but he thinks he sees God.
Yeah,
doesn't mean he did. Doesn't mean he didn't.
Exactly.
But I mean,
it never says that. Now, I'll be honest. I personally believe this was God in the flesh.
And that's perfectly fine.
People have different opinions on that. But just for the counter argument of that, it doesn't say that this was God. This is Manoah saying, I have just seen God.
And I don't think it's an adamant point to be hung up on either way.
Yeah. But Exodus 33:20, it says, and he said, thou cannot see my face, for there shall no man see me and live. So that's God talking to Moses, saying,
the only way it could have been God if it was God wrapped in flesh.
Which would be Jesus, yes. As we
Which would allow you to see him, since Jesus was obviously God in the flesh.
100% God, 100% man. Can't explain it farther beyond that without it being heresy. So
go watch Jesus is God.
There you go.
Yeah. Verse 23. But his wife said unto him, if the Lord were pleased to kill us, he would not have received a burnt offering and a meat offering at our hands. Neither would he have showed us all these things, nor would as at this time have told us such things as these. So the wife, Manoah's wife, has a little bit of wisdom here. God is not going to kill him now because, one, he allowed them to burn to make the burnt offering, and even told them to. And two, he promised that they would have a child, and then told them what that child would do, right?
Yeah.
So he's not going to kill him.
Yeah. And if it was, just again playing the argument there, if it was God in the flesh, it would have mean the Exodus versus the lie, because like you just said, it could have been.
No, because
could have been God in flesh. Yes.
When God is wrapped in flesh, as you see in Jesus,
Yep.
his glory is covered in all that flesh, so it's not as it's really hard to explain.
Yeah, without it being like, but God limited himself in dying for us. Obviously, God himself, if he didn't want to die, he wouldn't have died. So it's a choice that he limited himself to die for us. Same thing with what Jesus did on this earth.
Yeah, kind of limits himself to where it's not like you see him and go, oh, and then die, right?
Yeah, exactly.
It's kind of like a veil that he puts on to cover, the perfect glory that he is.
All right, continue on. We're about to see Samson finally be born. Verse 24, and the woman bare a son and called his name Samson, and the child grew, and the Lord blessed him. The promise is fulfilled as they have a child, and they named this child Samson, which I think most people have heard of him and his story, which we're going to get into more in the next chapters. But verse 25, and the Spirit of the Lord began to move at him at times at the camp of Dan between Zorah and Eshtaol. So this is the start of Samson's calling to start delivering Israel. So this is its beginning, and we're going to see more of it in the next chapters. But these cities are located near the city of Judah, very close to Philistine territory. That matters a lot because of what Samson's about to get himself into with the Philistines. So that being said, that is Judges chapter 13. I think the key takeaway there is, God can do the impossible. They didn't think anything about future children because she was barren. I mean, when you're barren. Especially back then, they've tried for a while. So they thought it was impossible. There's a good chance they probably brushed it off. Mm-hmm. But God came down and said, no, you're going to do this. This is going to happen. And they had a great reaction. They said, okay, Lord,
they had faithful reaction. Unlike Sarah, Abraham's wife, who laughed in God's face.
Yeah, don't do that. But that being said, the same thing with you. If you think there's something impossible and God is convicting you to do something, have faith, do it, follow what God is telling you to do.
You can look back at, we talked about feeling inadequate.
Yes.
When God says he's going to do something, he does it.
Yes, absolutely. That being said, my turn? I think it's my turn.
Probably.
I'll do it. All right.
I don't know.
I'll go for it. Heavenly Father, thank you for letting us be here today, Lord. Please help us to take a portion of your word away, Lord. Apply it to our lives. Lay it on our hearts, Lord. Help us to have our strong faith in you, Lord, that we truly believe you can do anything and all things. If you allow it, if you will, Lord. Help us to fully follow you, Lord. Help us here and the people behind the screens to do so, Lord. Forgive me my sins and the ways that I fail you. Let your will be done and lead, guide, and direct us in all things and all ways, Lord. And in Jesus' holy name I pray. Amen. Like and subscribe, and see you tomorrow for Judges 14.